Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Vane. I did move myself off screen. I decided I was going to change my mind about the base idea from the Watchtower because it is too easy, and I didn't want the series to end that quickly. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to build. Just get rid of this one. So we're actually going to build. Now, the best way we got to go about building is basically take standard, throw it out the window. You're not going to get enough over time in scrapping all of this stuff because you just can't get. You're taking chances on the lids. So instead, we are going to have to do this manually just so that we can get more with the time that we have. Now, doing it this way, it will create noise and create some heat. So once we realize this starts to get a little too busy, we move. So what we're going to do here is we are going to take this vehicle in here and go get our truck back. This vehicle, I did leave one. Oh, he must be in the barn or in the field. I don't see him, but I'm sure I will soon. I'm just going to circle around and see where I see it. Oh, I don't see it around. Okay. No big deal. So we're going to go grab that truck. Bring it to our original spot where we kept the big truck, the moving truck. And get that here, and then we're going to start loading up with stuff we're going to need. So there's going to be a lot of tree hacking. It is a slower method, but I still find it's faster than just trying to rip fences and other stuff up because you can barely get anything out of the dismantling. So we'll come over here, park the truck, go get our pickup. Yeah, look at that chassis. Yeah, we're gonna have to change that up, which we will do that another time, but we should be okay for now. So I don't think we're going to be smashing too many things with this. And eventually I'm going to have to think about taking time to run over some zombies and try to get a firefighter set. So there's lots to do. We'll get this truck in place here. I'll get this into the woods. And we're just going to start getting wood logs. So we're going to load, all that in here. And we're just going to start just chopping away. We're going to get our wood going. Eventually I'm going to have to try to get myself a pickaxe. So I am going to try some of the caves and see if I can get an improved one, and maybe if I'm lucky enough even get a headlamp. Those are the big things we're going to have to do. Yeah, see, this is the sure bet way of getting our materials quicker. Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to start getting the crafting stuff going. Now, I'm thinking the best way I can go about it is I can take a run with the truck to Saranac and go get a couple of those benches. And the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm thinking that's a better idea to do this now as opposed to later. So let's go head over to Saranac and we'll go get some benches. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out a chassis. Truck, because my truck is now at 0. And so I'll drop that chassis in, and dismantle it. There, our truck is in a lot better shape. And we continue on to Saranac. So the first place we're going to is back at the hardware store. I don't know if there's anyone else. I'm going to double check to see if there is, maybe there's some extra tools kicking around. Okay, screwdriver. Nail gun. We got a lockpick. There's nothing else here. All right, let's go grab this table. Let's get that on the truck. There's one. Save that. Can't save it? Yes, you can. Of course I get scratched on that one hit. Well, gamble on this one. We are saved. Alright. Now let's go get our second table. And maybe if we're lucky we'll find a firefighter. Okay, off to the next spot. Okay, so what I decided, since it's dark, I'm gonna go park at the barn grill. Oh, here's the crawler. Right, that's one. Let's close this door. Hopefully we can find a beer keg. No beer keg yet. Large coffee pot, I'll take that. Sauce bottle. Oven dish. I don't know if I have one. Raider. Stick in. I'll take that riot gear, thank you. Alright, so we're gonna go get some sleep in here. That's a lot of zombies in here. Let's see if we can find any in here. No, they must be in here. There you go, there's one. Where are you? Oh, you're on the floor. Okay. We got antibiotics at least. We're not going to clean this, but we get infected, we'll be able to get rid of it. So, needle. Nothing in here. I'll take it anyway. Let's destroy that. We're not going to play too much more. With this, we're going to actually sleep our 12 hours. Sleep another 2. Let's have it light out. Normally I would try to work through this, but I don't think a lot of people want to see dark. So this will work fine. Okay, nothing in here. Could destroy the table. Oh, we're getting good on this table. Wow. I don't even think I'm gonna look at stuff. I'm just gonna direct. Okay. Let's just keep wrecking and wrecking and wrecking. Yeah, you know what? I'm wondering if there's somebody in here. Doesn't look like it. Antidepressants, those are going to come in handy. Yeah, a lot of things are salvaging we're not getting anything for. Let's just start wrecking some more. Yeah, you see. Nothing on all of this. I think we just got very lucky with our hits. Yeah, we're not getting anything out of these hits. Okay. Okay, we've got a decent amount of stuff in here. There's one more room to check. Let's go for the weapons, see if anything is in here. No. Heavy hammer, that is something we're going to need as well. So I'm going to have to go shed hunting and see if there's anything in here. Let's pretend there's a lot of zombies here. I almost felt like I was getting hit. Okay. Actually, if I'm going to do this, let's just find the zombie. Oh, he's right there. Oh, that wasn't him. I have no clue where he is. He sounds like he's right here. He must be outside in the back. Hey, take a garbage can too. Yeah, you know what? Let's take the garbage can too. Alright, that'll come in handy. Alright, destroy. Need a heavy hammer, so but we can do the chairs at least. We're not getting anything. This is where I don't know if this is actually saving time. I don't think this saves time. Alright, so as you guys are seeing, this really... I think you can do more by just taking the axe and going out and actually cutting the trees. And we can turn those into planks. Alright, we're going to go to the second spot for another table. Again, I do want to hopefully look for the firefighter. And the next spot is not far from here, so I'll keep this running. And right here is the second spot. And it is situated right here. Let's get rid of all of our zombies. Alright. Now you can see we're starting to get a little extra heat. So, when I talk heat, I'm seeing an increased zombie count. I think it's because I'm not leveled. Let's get on a level surface. I should have an easier time to put this table on. There's poor truck. Get up there. Good. That's it. So now, cheap trick. Alright, so we got our two tables. I think we're fine. Let's see if I'm gonna go slowly. Hopefully there's a firefighter that comes, but I'm gonna head my way back to the base now and get these tables set up. Okay, so on my way back, I am going to go to the store again. And I'm looking to get this second juicer. Since it's changed a bit, and I'm going to actually build the base. It's probably rotten too. Save the game. I'm also going to get this coffee machine. Both of these, I believe, do not freeze. Well, there's... That's not a firefighter. Should have room. One. And there. Alright. There's... Oh, I thought that was a firefighter. Okay. Oh, there's a militant. Okay, so as you saw on that run, everything is here intact. So we're going to save this. Now we're going to start with the unloading. So I'm going to get this unloaded and I'll be right back. Okay, so the beauty with this barn is there is a second floor. A lot of this is going to be where we're going to construct. And we start laying out workbenches here, in here, but this will at least give us a good start. So we'll start unloading a lot of the wood logs. I believe they're here. Okay. And I'm going to get one started. Iron scrap is 61. Okay, so I'm going to have one table doing one thing, one table doing another. We're just going to go hopefully to as many. We're going to be making multiple workbenches, so we just try to keep this going non-stop. One is going to stop, obviously, but we're going to see what we can do to get this going. So heavy cutting. So for now, heavy cutting, hacksaw. There we go. So this is going to make... Oh, I'm bringing planks in here. No, I don't want to bring planks in here yet. Logs. There we go. We want it to make wood planks. We don't want wooden rods here. We want to put the iron scraps in here. And what else do we need? Hammer and basic pliers. We have the hammer and locking pliers. Oh, these are heavy pliers, but tongue and grooves. There we go. Basic pliers. Except made in the metal brackets. There we go. So we'll let that go. We're going to get our crafting skill up. We can get our food dealt with, and we'll start chopping down some trees. All right, so the wood logs have already been converted to wood planks. We're going to try to turn as many of these into wooden rods. 97. We've got about 92, 90. Okay, we got 97. Let's make 94. Okay. That's good for that. Metal brackets. Yeah, we're gonna need to we're gonna need more iron. So that means I'm gonna have to go into the prison probably a day or two. Oh, I thought I heard something swing. Okay. Oh, I did hear somebody swing. Sure. That door is fine. So we're just gonna move the juice machine. I have one in the truck, or in the bus. So I'm gonna put one in here. Now right here. Because I think I'm gonna put a generator here. And I don't know if I can get on the roof, but if I can, I'm going to put solar panel up there. That won't be a bad idea if I can put a solar panel there. Or a few. Then I have a perfectly capable base. And I am going to reinforce it. All of this, I'm going to reinforce it. And there's literally 4 ways out of here. But I'm gonna have to put vehicles in proper spots for an escape if I need to make one. There we go. That coffee machine is gonna be so good. And we're gonna move the garbage can. Probably put that with the bin. That should be good. Alright, I'm gonna see which containers I want to keep. This one's actually pretty good. Plastic tub. I could put a tub in here to I'll put it as like a hand washing station, which will be probably right here. Plastic tub. I'm gonna place that tub right there. Alright, so it's starting to get dark. I'm gonna go cut some trees until I can't see anymore, and then put this guy to sleep. Or once I start getting chilly, it'll be time to pack it up. And I'm gonna start destroying these clothes that I get off these zombies. Alright. Let's go chop a little more. Alright. So I'm just gonna do this until I can't do it anymore, and then... Oh, boar! Gotcha. Nothing. That's the first time I see it try to go after something. That was not a zombie or myself. That was weird. Okay. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, morning time. We're just getting an MRE. Just getting it warmed up. There we go. Eat. How much fuel do we got left in the generator? Oh, we still got about a little less than half a tank. We're good. Like I said, it's not hard for me to go get one. I could probably go and make a run and get 4 more. And just have them here on standby. But, alright. So, today, I gotta go. I think I have 1 more day left before I can go back into the prison for the respawn, and that's when I'm gonna go get all the iron. So today I'm just gonna go and just stockpile on wood like crazy and see if we can get closer to the repair bench, because that is the big thing we need to build. We need to get a lot of this stuff repaired, and also got to get a drying rack for the leather that we have. So just gonna put construction. We got it up to 25. Build scrapwood for fortification without use of any tools. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to take that. Because once we start doing the base, a lot of the interior stuff will not need to be in like tier 2 fortification, as long as it looks good. But we'll take a look at that after. All right, back to more cutting. Okay, so I've done the pinups for the repair workbench and the drying rack. We're pretty close to where we can actually build those. So we got the wind rods. We just need some metal brackets. Screws here. there's the metal brackets right there. Alright, so now I can make reinforced wooden. The drying rack needs reinforced wooden rods, which we need the screwdriver here, which is on me. There we go. Just put the flathead screwdriver here. We got enough reinforced wooden rods for the drying rack. And we got screws left over. We need 15 reinforced wooden planks. So we need more metal brackets. Let's take that. 2 here. And we get to use the reinforced wooden rods. We need 50. Oh, reinforced wooden planks. 15. Oh, and we get 2 screws left. Okay, this is where we're gonna have to get some screws. So we're gonna have to go after some iron. And I think the best way I'm going to get that is I'm going to go right across the street to tear apart all that fence. And that should get us some screws of what we need. So let's start tearing this up. There's some screws. I'll get us some iron scrap at the same time. Alright, pretty good so far. I want to check and see these vehicles' parts as well. 31%. Install and drop. 36%. I'm going to leave that for now. Portable radio I can uninstall. Gas tank, can't do yet. Filter I can. Uninstall that. Uninstall the alternator. Okay. So I'm going to start dismantling some of these here. Just trying to get every little bit of resource I can out of the early game. Especially when it comes to iron scrap. I think that's where I'm going to have a little bit of issues getting. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to be doing some mining. Just for the guaranteed loot so I can keep going. Which fortunately there's a few that are within the vicinity. But the next time I go to prison, I'm going to rip all the fence out of there. And I'm probably going to, if I can find myself a sledge, tear apart just about everything in the prison except when I am farming for the weapons and the rollerblades, the commissary lockers. Those are the ones I'm going to keep intact, and everything else I'm just going to destroy in there. Materials will probably be as scarce as this, but it does give it a little something. And I'll take wins when I can, and I do have to bring up dismantling, so. This is not fun. It's fun, but this isn't fun when it's this scarce. But we're gonna grind this out. Oh my goodness, we're gonna grind this out. Instructions level 35. Surprised I haven't attracted anybody through this. Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to end this here. And we'll get this stuff on the construction table. And next episode, we should be able to build the repair bench and the drying rack. So that's our thing for tomorrow. Episode's a good one. Take it easy.